I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And this is The Coin Show. On this episode of The Coin Show podcast, Matt and I are going to play a game.
I hate you.
And we'll talk about the coolest thing to walk into Matt's shop this week. But first, as always, the news.
I still hate you.
I know. Trust me, it'll come up again. Let's see what we got here. We got,
Who's our sponsor?
well, we got a couple of sponsors, so we should always get to that. Did you know that patrons of The Coin Show get access to exclusive content available only through patreon.com? It's true. Don't miss out on the fun. Become a patron of The Coin Show at www.patreon.com/thecoinshow. The news is brought to us by chainsaws.
I love it.
I don't care how long it took you to grow that forest. It'll be gone in a matter of days with chainsaws. And by highlighters. When something really needs to stand out on white paper, highlighters.
You just look around your. Oh, I was gonna say, ask if you just looked around your desk, but if you got a chainsaw on your desk, we need.
No, I don't have a chainsaw. Well, I do have some issues.
We're supposed to hang out next week, and I might not want to anymore.
Like presents. In bigger news than most people will realize, the United States Mint has chosen 27 to participate in their Artistic Infusion program. Yes, so there are only 27 artists in the Artistic Infusion program, and that is the normal number, but they have selected 16 people that are new to the program, and that is big news for the people of the United States. 16 out of 27 is over 50%. Over 50% means a lot of new ideas, a lot of new skills, a lot of new just blood being brought in, and it's talent. That's exactly it. And 3 of the artists won honors in the 2019 Coin of the Year Awards, as well as the 2018 Coin of the Year Lifetime Achievement Award in Coin Design winner have been named.
Cool.
So, I mean, these are some pretty big, high-powered hitters. Let's just put it that way.
We call them highfalutin people around here.
Highfalutin. Yeah. So, the Artistic Infusion program was established in 2003, to kind of reinvigorate the coinage of the United States and our metals and our commems and stuff like that. I think that since they've made the change to the digital hubbing and die making processes, that because of that, the skill sets needed for this stuff, I think, can now be a little bit different. They could be a little bit more broad, because of people with digital talent now coming in and adding their expertise. And people with just from different, it always traditionally was sculptors, and engravers. And now you get people that are just artists.
Right.
And I like that idea.
Yeah, I don't hate that idea.
Yeah. Some gigantic sales at the World's Fair of Money in Chicago just this past week.
Did you go?
So I did go to the ANA. I only got a chance to go one day. I was really disappointed that was it because I went on Saturday.
Yeah, that's not a great.
By the time you get there Saturday, it's like a lot of people have gone. I mean, the stuff that I wanted to see was still really pretty much there. It was the ANA exhibit. I got to look at $1804 $10 gold pieces. Cool. I got to look at the 13 nickels. I got to look at I got to see a palladium, a proof palladium coin.
Uh-huh.
Now, have you seen the design for those?
One of the new ones?
Yeah, the new one, 2019.
No, I haven't seen one yet.
It's got the obverse of the Mercury dime.
Okay.
And the reverse of the Walking Liberty half.
Oh, okay. So I have seen those. I think that's the same design they've made. But
yeah, no, it's the same design as they made. But I mean, I just think that they're cool.
Oh,
that I didn't realize they had the reverse of the Walking Liberty half on it.
Yeah, they're super cool. I figured they would change it like they do everything else, but I guess not.
No, you know what? I think they're probably going to wait until they have a little bit more audience before they start messing with this one so much.
Well, you would think, but
So, as an example of some of these gigantic sales, it's like the World's Fair of Money is where all the big stars come out. It's where the auctions there bring millions instead of bringing just, thousands or hundreds of thousands. So there was an 1894 S Barber dime, $1 million at the show.
How many?
And when I think about that, it kind of $1.32 million.
Wow.
1894S.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So it makes me think back to when we did our show from the ANA the first year, that, Bowers brought that 1792 half team. And it sold the very next night, or that very night, for I think it was like 1.2 million.
Yeah.
1.17, something like that. So, in 6 years, that coin has now sold twice again for 6 million and 7 million. So it's not like, there's no inflation with that. But I mean, think about that. It's like an 1894 S Barber dime, which is a rare coin, but not anywhere near the first coin struck by the United States Mint. And now it's selling for 1.32 million. So my comment on it is that forget it. I forgot what the comment was.
I smelled the wood burn in there for a second.
Yeah, you did.
I caught a whiff of it, and then it went away.
Yeah, it was gone.
Oh boy, I love it.
Yeah. No, but I mean, with these auctions at the ANA, it's just you see some really important coins that don't come out except for once in a generation, and those are the ones that come and they're really interesting to see. This year also included an NGC graded rare French gold coin from the 14th century. 14th century, so we're talking 1314 to 1316 French gold coin. Yeah, so this was Coin Week reports that 6 known examples of this coin were discovered in France in 1861 in the treasure of Deauville. But only 2 of these coins are still known today, and thus the extreme rarity of this coin. The thing I thought was really interesting was the fact that this coin was, 700 years old and is AU 55.
I mean,
but
it happens.
It does. And like I said, the coins weren't discovered, for another 400, 500 years, 550 years. So, yeah, if they sat undisturbed for 500 years, that would make sense that they really don't have a lot of wear on them.
Yeah.
They just haven't been handled.
That would do it.
Yeah. So, the coin itself was issued by King Louis X to honor his great-grandfather, King Louis IX, who was canonized by the Catholic Church, known as St. Louis, which is where St. Louis was named after. So, I mean, he was a pretty substantial guy. He really did, a lot of cool things.
Yeah, cool. That's neat.
Yeah. Let's see. The U.S. Mint has decided to issue S-Mint proof American Silver Eagles to demand. Wah, wah.
So that means they're just going to make as many as they can sell, right?
Right. Just like the W's. There's going to be as many of them as people want. And that, I think, is a tremendously short-sighted. They are shooting the goose that laid the golden egg.
No, I mean,
They created this semi-rarity. You know what I mean. They created this buzz for the S-Mint coin because it was only available in special sets, and it was very limited in mintage. And people that collect Silver Eagles are different.
Yeah.
And they chase their own stuff, and so they'd created this buzz around these coins, and now you got 2 years in a row where they sold really, really well. Well, you've had, gangbusters for them, and now you're going to shoot the program because it's just too good.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I think long term that's going to drive future sales down. But, it'll make an estimated Silver Eagle from the 21st century, easier to come by.
Right.
Because there's tons of them from the 20th century.
Yeah. I mean, all the early ones were estimates.
So the whole program started. So, I'm still waiting for them to make one at Denver. So one place they haven't made one.
I'm sure it's coming down the pipes, buddy.
I'm telling you, that would be people hair on fire all over again.
If I was a betting man, I would say that it's coming.
well, it's I think that it's a great idea, and I think that it's something they should definitely do, which usually means that they won't. And on top of that, well, I mean, it's true.
No, yeah.
If we think it's a good idea, don't do it.
Right. Never happens.
Let's see. The United States Mint, in another head-scratching moment, the United States Mint will issue 9 2019 proof sets with the Mint director's signature on them.
Huh. Why
So
9?
these sets will be exactly. That was my whole question. Why 9? What is the significance of 9? He only had 5 minutes. I don't get it. So, I mean, these sets will be randomly distributed to people who order 2019 proof sets. The sets are numbered. The signed inserts are different from the normal sets, and the certificate of authenticity is signed as well. But
are they the
first
first 9 sets?
No, they're just 9 random sets. And so it just seems kind of not well thought out, kind of convoluted. And then you have just this ridiculously low number of 9.
Right.
We could only fit 1 digit on the number. I don't know what the deal was.
If you look at the website, they show number 1, and it has a signature at the top, and then in the middle it says number 1, and at the bottom it says U.S. Mint Director.
Well, yeah, they're hand numbered.
Right.
That should make them even more valuable.
I can just see the people that aren't paying attention to this program getting them in the mail and sending them back. Like, somebody wrote on my set. I want a new one.
Now, what's funny is in the report that I read, it said that the inserts were going to be different. And to be honest with you, they're not. That is just stock proof set.
They're different. They have writing on them.
Well, yeah. Yes, that's true.
But, yeah, I mean, they look pretty normal to me.
And like here's my biggest fear about these is that they're going to produce, probably 350, 400,000 proof sets this year.
Right.
They're going to sell a few more of them just because they put the WMID pennies in with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's going to sell proof sets. So they've got that to drive a little bit of extra business. But it's one of those things where it's like 9 of these are going to just be randomly distributed. So the likelihood of them ending up in the hands of people that either know about this program or want them is greatly reduced. And chances are they're going to end up in either some bulk buyer's inventory, or they're going to end up just showing up at random people, and they're like, can you imagine somebody getting one of them in the mail and returning it?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's going to do that. Somebody's going to have no idea about this program and just want their perfect set, and they're going to send it back. I would almost bet my right foot that this is going to happen.
I think you're right.
I think that somebody's going to be like, this doesn't look like my other ones. I want a different one.
Yeah, this guy wrote at him.
Right.
Take these back.
Yeah.
A bill to honor the 100th anniversary of Negro Leagues baseball has been introduced. Now, in my opinion, this coin has a really substantial audience. I think it'll be a really good seller. But design ultimately makes the biggest impact.
Right.
But this subject matter is really good subject matter for a commemorative coin. It's a very popular subject matter. Baseball always gets people out there. I like it when they go this direction. I don't necessarily feel the excitement for a lot of the commem issues. And they serve a purpose. They raise funds for different causes and things like that. Nothing wrong with that. But it's like I really like it when they take it just a different direction into something popular or something more mainstream like this. Baseball is just one of those things. It's everything.
The baseball commems did really well, so
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that these will do just fine.
Yeah,
but like you said, I think it does really just depend on the design of the coins.
It does. If the design of this coin is a dog, it won't do anything.
Right.
And please don't do another curved coin. Please no.
Oh, I would almost bet it's coming, buddy.
Just something different. No, they're going to do that with basketball, remember?
They got the technology now. They're going to just use it until they
I know. And the 5-ounce hockey pucks would be really cool.
Right.
But only why? Because they haven't made that many of them.
Right.
But new and different is popular. It's a good idea.
They spent this money on this technology, buddy. You bet.
Yeah, and then they popularize it by signing them and sending them out.
I love it.
In related news, and what I think is not a good subject for a commemorative coin, the Royal Dutch Mint has announced the issue of a quote mirror coin.
Mirror coin.
Yes, and that's what they call it, is a mirror coin. It's really not a coin.
What is
So
it?
I have coin in air quotes, right? So the coin is 41 millimeters in diameter, 15 grams of pure-ish stainless steel, and it shows no denomination nor any issuing authority.
So it's just a hunk of metal.
Well, kind of. If you ask me, it's a token, but it does have a marking on it, the Batman logo.
Okay. So
Remember, this is a mirror coin. So if you shine a light on the blank side and angle it towards an object like the ceiling, the bat signal will appear.
oh, okay. So I can get down with that. That's
They
cool.
did right. This is one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't know if it's quite a good commemorative coin, but yeah, it's a great idea because they did this earlier for Harry Potter.
Huh.
And I don't know what the Harry Potter ones look like, but the Batman one, it's perfect for this.
Right.
You know, the big fans of Batman are going to want this just to shine the bat signal places.
Right. Right.
That's what they're going to buy this. Now here's the better part. So it's 15 grams of stainless steel.
Yeah. Why?
Don't know. Maybe it was the only thing that they could create this technology with.
No.
There might be
silver is the most reflective metal in the world. Why would you not use silver?
Correct. But there might be something in the technology, or it's just a way to make more profit.
I think you're
Money, more
onto
money,
something
more
there, buddy.
Well, money, more problems, though. So you know how that works. So yeah. So
Oh, boy.
I got 99 problems. No, I ain't going there. Anyway, so you know, but they're only going to make it's available August 5th, and it's limited to 8,000 pieces. It's going to sell out.
Oh,
That's good.
probably, but
I know a person that's ordering at least 3 of them.
I should just start my own.
And I'm not talking about me.
I should just start my own mint and start making stuff like this.
You know, I'll tell you what. See, this is one of those where I think they caught the right combination. There's somebody out there that you can lose money on trying to sell. This is a coin. I just think this will work.
I mean, I think it's cool, but it's not made out of anything precious. And I mean, you know.
No, it's just a cool coin that shines the bat signal.
Denomination. It's not a coin.
Nope.
It's a token.
No,
because
it's
it
a token.
No denomination, no issuance.
No issuing authority. No,
right.
No, it's not a coin. It's a token.
Weird.
But they're calling it a mirror coin.
Strange.
So this item is licensed through 20th Century Fox Film Corporation, who own the series. Let's see. Oh no, I'm sorry. This one is licensed by let's see who licensed this one. DC Comics. I'm sorry.
Well, there you go.
But in other ridiculous coin news,
there's more.
Oh yeah, God yeah, there's tons of it. The Perth Mint created a coin shaped like Duff beer, the drink of choice for Homer Simpson on the popular cartoon series.
Wow, the Duff.
So you've seen this, right?
It was on the cover of the gray sheet.
I have a hard time calling this one a coin as well.
It's a beer can. I mean, look at it.
Looks like a Duff beer can. So this one is licensed through 20th Century Fox Film Corporation, who own the Simpsons series. It weighs 1 ounce of fine silver. And no price has been announced. But 5,000 of them is the limit.
Which country is this one being issued from?
This is Perth Mint.
So, but it could be.
Perth.
Don't they make a lot of stuff for a bunch of those non-circulating legal tender countries?
Perth Mint is Australian, but it's not officially Australian. So yes, they do make a lot of catalog order coins. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah,
but no price announced, and I think I think that with as crazy as people are about The Simpsons, there are bound to be 5,000 people that want this coin.
Oh, again, yeah, I'm sure.
Novelty,
yeah,
not coin collectors, mind you, but
just using coins to get into another market.
Pretty much. Special panda coins were minted especially for the 128th World's Fair of Money in Chicago.
Did you get one?
No, I think not. The coins were struck in silver, platinum, and gold. They each bear a special design with the panda holding the ANA seal.
They've done that before.
And the seal
They've
is
done it a
gold
few
colored on all
times.
3 coins. Yeah, I think it's neat. I think it's a neat collectible. In 2013, I bought a Canadian Mint set that had a special ANA Canadian token. That was the size of a $50 that was not in the set.
Right.
And I really liked the set, but there's been no interest in it. I mean, there's no value to them at all.
No, but these
It's
are like
just,
these are special strikes of an actual popular series, which is kind of cool.
yeah, and you can get a 50 gram, which is 50 grams is 2 ounces, so it's a 2-ounce silver coin.
No, it's not quite 2 ounces.
It's just a little under.
Yeah.
There's a 1-ounce gold coin and there's a 1-ounce platinum coin. And on the silver and the platinum coins, on all 3 coins, the ANA seal is golden colored.
Mm-hmm.
But on the silver and the platinum one, they have a gold ink layer across them. That's how they did it.
It's neat looking. I mean, I kind of like it as far as that stuff goes. That's pretty cool.
That likes a modern coin.
Well,
What is the world coming to?
yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
A bill to authorize the minting of 2021 peace dollars and 2021 CC Morgan dollars has been offered.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
If it happens.
Oh, I absolutely think so. So this legislation will benefit the American Numismatic Society. So they're going to be offering these as a set. So it's going to be a 2021 peace dollar and a 2021 CC Morgan dollar, sold in a set. Now, aren't they going to have to mint the CCs in Carson City?
Oh, I don't know. It's a good question.
That is a good question. So I don't know, but both as a set, they will include a surcharge of $10 per coin, 40% of which goes to the ANA. So $4 out of every single one of these that will be sold will go to the ANA.
I thought it was ANS.
No, the ANA, American Numismatic Association,
Well, you said
not the American
You said American Numismatic Society, so
I'm sorry, American Numismatic Association.
Okay, there you go.
Right.
I was a little confused. Sorry.
Sorry,
Getting our numismatic organizations mixed up.
Yes. So the enabling legislation jointly introduced in the House requires 189 congressional co-sponsors. Don't know why.
It happens. I mean, it sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. Anything that helps the ANA, I think, is a good idea.
Yeah,
and finally, in the news, I'm not saying mercifully in the news.
No, but I know what's coming.
The United States Mint has unveiled. Well, then you should actually be savoring this and drawing this out. The United States Mint has unveiled the designs for the American Innovation $1 coin program for 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, so the $1 coins feature distinctive reverse designs that celebrate America's ingenuity and the pioneering efforts of individuals or groups from each of the 50 states, District of Columbia, and the territories. Now they're doing these different than they did the quarters. They're putting them out in the same order as the quarters, but they're only doing 4 a year instead of 5.
Oh, so I can just draw it out.
So the first 4 are going to be Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia. Right? It'll come in a really familiar order, but it'll seem a little odd because of the 4 instead of 5. So you'll have ones that are paired together that weren't before. And here's the thing with the American Innovation Coin Program. I get it. It's the U.S. Mint profiteering for making extra coins.
Right.
But truthfully, we could have a demand for $1 coins, but that would involve sacrificing the sacred cow of the $1 bill.
Right. Yeah. I think they should. I think they need to hurry up and do it if they're going to do it.
Yeah, I like the idea that they're creating these new designs, that they're doing all these programs, stuff like that, all the seniorage. That's great. Why are we producing them to put them in vaults? And why are we? It's like we've got an overload of these coins that we need to get moving.
Just like $50. We still make $50 to sit in vaults up to a few years ago until they started just issuing them for collectors only. Why are we still making them?
I don't know.
Nobody uses them.
No, and it was the coin of choice for my grandfather.
Right. Right.
That they spent them back then.
Right. So the same goes with these dollar coins. Either stop making them or force people to use them. Those are your two options.
And I like to force people to use them.
I don't mind it. I
I
think
like
it's
to
okay.
force
A
people to
lot
watch.
of other countries in the world are doing it. I would say
They are, and
I would
even
say
if
probably
you
the
have to,
majority is probably has their basic unit of exchange on a coin by now. So,
and even if you have to make the $half smaller, if you have to redesign it like the small size dollar coin,
right.
that's fine. And you might as well think about a $2 coin while you're at it.
Yeah.
No, but they'll probably continue to make the $2 bill too. I do have a question though.
Yeah.
And I don't know that anybody knows the answer. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. The America the Beautiful quarter program is only authorized for 5 coins a year.
Okay.
Right? So, unlike the Statehood Quarter Series, which had 6 coins in the final year, the America the Beautiful quarter program is going to have to extend to a 12th year and will only issue 1 coin.
Right.
Tuskegee Airmen National Park for the whole of 2021.
Wow. Weird.
Yeah, so
Somebody
if we couldn't figure out another quarter program, we could actually go back to the old Washington quarter design afterwards.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come up with another one, Mike. Are you crazy?
Absolutely, I think they will. The question is they could have amended. They still can, I guess. They can amend legislation, get that 2021 Tuskegee Airmen coin in 2020 with the rest of the America the Beautiful, and start something new the year afterwards. Because you're not going to start a program, after the Tuskegee Airmen coin. It's not going to happen.
It would be smart if they did that, Mike. But this is legislation, and we know how that goes.
Yeah, painful.
Yeah,
very painful. So that was the news.
That wasn't too
terrible. By chainsaws. I don't care how long it took to grow that forest. Chainsaws will have it gone in a couple of days. And by highlighters. When you really need to make something stand out on white paper, highlighters. So, as promised, we have a game.
Can I take a drink first?
Absolutely. I insist. As a matter of fact, if you have something alcoholic, I'd recommend that.
No, I just have water, but I wish it was alcoholic.
Well, then, sorry. Okay. You haven't played a game in a long time.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason for that.
Well, no, not really.
You're right.
The listeners love it. I love it. You hate it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a match made in heaven.
I'm sure it is.
Now, I have a quiz that has 11 questions. So there's 10 questions and there's a bonus question.
Oh, boy.
My assumption, actually, is that you should get most of these.
Should I hold my hands up so I'm not Googling?
No, I trust you. I think that we all think that you're honest, but honestly, it's like they're all coin questions, and I think that you should get most of them.
Okay. Well,
but knowing me, there's going to be something obscure in there, and of course, there's always the possibility that you may not get them all, or you may not get most.
You realize it's been a really long day, right?
But it's about to get a little longer.
Might as well shoot.
All right. So here we go. Question 1. Name a U.S. coin that lacks the word liberty.
Name a U.S. coin that lacks the word liberty. The 2-cent piece does not have the word liberty, doesn't it? No?
Yeah, it does.
In God We Trust, across there. And then United States of America around the back.
Take a look. I've got a red book right here, just in case we had any problems. See, I was prepared for this. Let's see what the reverse of the 2-cent piece looks like. You know them better than me. Yeah, you collected them.
I think it has In God We Trust around the back.
Let's see, 2-cent piece. Oh, you're right. Okay, so there were 2 correct answers. You got one of them.
What was the other one?
Flying Eagle cent.
Oh, yeah. Well, same time period. So
yes. Absent the word liberty.
Cool.
As a device, what is the largest number of stars ever to grace the obverse of an American coin?
The obverse of an American coin? I feel like it's probably the St. Gaudens, but I don't know the number. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that has more stars. I feel like Saints have the Indian series. They have a lot of stars. I guess I'll go with the Indian Head series and 15.
See, first off, you should have stuck with your first.
Saint, yeah.
Because the Saint has 48 stars on it.
Oh, because it has the flag. Yeah.
No. Going around the outside of the obverse are 48 stars.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize there were that many. I thought there was like probably
that was how many stars there were, or how many states in the Union at the time. Yeah.
Well, that's what I get for not going with my gut.
Yeah. Now, if we're going to strike gold coins, forget about gold coins, what would be the largest number of stars to grace a silver coin?
Silver coin stars.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of the early bust dollars had 15 stars. So that's going to be my answer.
Okay. You're really close. It was 16.
Oh, 16. 15 stars, 16 stars.
It's 16. Yeah, some of them have 16, but yes, it's like 15, 13, and 16 were the numbers that they put on our stars. Yeah. Name a U.S. coin that was twice modified on the obverse within the first 2 years.
Twice modified on the obverse within the first 2 years.
Within the first 2 years.
No, the Standing Liberty Quarter was once. Maybe twice. I'm going to say Standing Liberty Quarter.
That would be correct. Yeah. You are 4 for 4, sir.
Yeah.
See, I told you this wouldn't be so painful.
Nah, you gave me a gimme on a couple, so we're not quite 4 for 4. We're like 2.5 for 4.
No, I think you're like 3.5 for 4, but
whatever.
Name 2 U.S. coins that share a reverse design.
2 U.S. coins that share a reverse design. Is it completely the same reverse, or is it slightly
It is completely
modified?
the same with the exception of the denomination.
Well, no, that's not quite right.
Well, I don't know. You tell me what you're thinking.
The Flying Eagle penny and the 18. Well, no, because they're that's a pattern. Never mind. So same reverse.
You're right with the Flying Eagle.
Well, the Flying Eagle and the Indian Head Cent. Well, no, they did a pattern. Yeah, they did a pattern of 1859 without the shield.
Oh, that's not the same design. That's a laurel wreath.
Oh,
same design.
Same exact design.
Same exact design with the exception of the denomination.
2.5 and 5 Indians.
No. $3 gold.
$3 gold and $1.
Flying Eagle cent.
Oh, Flying Eagle cent.
I told you were right with the Flying Eagle.
I don't know.
The reverse of the Flying Eagle is the same as the $3 gold piece. One says 1 cent.
You might dig in your red book there and look at them 2.5 and 5 Indians, my friend.
Well, the 2.5 and 5 Indians have the exact same design.
Which is what you asked.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
I mean,
they do. They share a reverse design. I'll give you credit on that one.
Make sure I'm not wrong, but
yeah, absolutely. No. You are correct. They're absolutely identical. I wasn't really thinking about that, but you got me. All right. Name the only year that the U.S. Mint did not mint a cent.
I hate this question. I think it's 1815. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. 646. Name the coins by denomination that were struck in that year.
In 1815?
Correct.
Oh, boy.
I want to see your hands, too. Okay.
So, I believe we made $0.50 for sure.
That is correct.
We did not make $1. We did not make... we made $0.25, I believe.
That is correct.
Didn't make a cent. Half cent. I can't remember. I'm going to say no to the half cent as well.
That would be correct.
Okay. And then... Is that it? Dime?
No.
No, I was just thinking to myself, dime. No. I think that's it. Just $1.50.
And the turbine head, $5 gold.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that though, because it's like 1815. A lot of people know that no cent was minted in that year,
Right.
but they have no idea what was struck.
Right.
And the reason the cents weren't struck was because of yellow fever in Philadelphia. Scarlet fever, something like that. What was the last new denomination created for U.S. circulating coinage?
The last new denomination.
Correct.
Ooh.
For circulating coinage. That's the important part of this question.
Circulating?
Right. So your $50 gold buffaloes, your unions,
Right.
no.
That doesn't count. So we've had cents for a long time. We don't use half cents. Nickels, 5-cent nickels would be my guess. Because when we went on to 2-cent pieces, 3-cent pieces,
Keep going.
then nickels, dimes, 10-cent
Go ahead.
pieces, quarters, which are 25-cent pieces.
Oh, we missed one.
What did I miss? 20-cent pieces.
There you go. That's the last one.
Yep. I wasn't thinking 1875.
1875, 20-cent piece.
Yep. Darn it.
All right, getting towards the end here, and you're still doing really good. You're 6 out of 8. What was the last denomination that the New Orleans Mint struck in gold?
I want to say $50. 1909. Oh.
In gold.
Oh, in gold.
What's the last denominations that the New Orleans Mint struck in gold?
I didn't hear the gold part. Let's see. I believe it's a $5 gold piece.
That is correct. In 1909, you were correct about
I knew
that.
09 was last year, and I just
They hadn't minted gold in like 3 years, and they made 32,000 of the 1909.
I
Or 34.
I always think of O mint for barber coinage because you see a lot of those.
Yes, you do.
So,
All right, question 10. Give me the exact total of silver coins minted by the Charlotte and Dahlonega mints combined.
oh, that's easy. None.
0. That is correct.
Goose egg.
So you finished 7 for 10.
Okay.
And now we have a bonus question. So you get this question correct, and you'll have completely redeemed yourself to anyone who doubted you. Are you ready?
I'm gonna try.
Why does the United States Mint continue to print $1 bills and mint cents?
Because they can.
Okay, well,
no, I think they're required to, by law, to print $1 bills and make sense. Would be my educated guess.
no, because they're not really required to make them.
Oh, well,
But if they're going to make stuff, that's what they have to make. The judges would have accepted. Lawmakers are deaf to issues that don't directly affect their reelections. Or the answer is beyond the means of human comprehension, therefore paradoxically unexplainable. They would have also accepted the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. They would have accepted. They would have accepted. I could tell you, but then I have to kill you. They would have accepted. Is there a different question? Or they would have accepted. I hate you, Mike. I actually hate the games, but you create the games, so therefore I hate you. You suck.
Those were all things that were going through my head, but
well, should have split them out. So that was our game.
I don't hate it. It wasn't too bad. It was of the games we've played. It was pretty darn good.
It was probably the fairest of all that I've ever
played.
Played.
Normally it's an ambush, man.
It is a total ambush.
Normally you don't even tell me. You don't even put them
I
in
just
the
tell you
opening.
about this one.
No, I know, but you don't even put them in the opening or anything. It's like we get done with the news and you're like, "Hey, Matt, guess what?" That's what happens.
Yes,
that's how it works.
That's how it works. And I do that purely for the entertainment of our audience.
Oh, I'm sure it's more than just our audience. I think it's for you as well.
I listen. I listen. I get a lot of entertainment out of that.
I know you do.
So that leaves us with the coolest thing that walked in the Mad Shop this week. And is it sponsored?
Whoa. Is it sponsored?
Is it sponsored? Is the coolest thing that walked in the Mad Shop this week sponsored?
It's sponsored by I'm looking around my desk. I mean, it's always sponsored by the
Lost
coin
Dutchman
store,
Rare Coins, right?
Lost Dutchman Rare Coins, which is my coin shop. If you ever want to come check us out I've had a lot of people that listen to the show come in. Also online at www.ldrcoins.com. Also on eBay, we sell under the name Indie Coin Dealer. We've been listing a bunch of stuff lately at 99 cent no reserves. I think we might have killed our shipping lady. Just saying.
All
Yeah,
right,
there's your sponsor.
There you go. That's a legit sponsor too.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Not like the excuses people.
That check's still in the mail.
Yeah, they said that.
Jerks.
So, what was the coolest thing that walked into that shop?
Well, this one was more of a coolest collection or group of coins that walked into the shop. So, kind of a rewind here. About 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, at the Indiana State Coin Show, we had a guy walk up to our table and said, "Hey, I have some coins for sale. Would you like to look at them?" Which is not unusual for us. People, that happens, especially at that show because it's 5 miles from my office. It happens all the time. And this guy walked up to the table with a big duffel bag, and in that duffel bag were a bunch of slabs, slab commem halves, and I'm talking like
Classic commands.
classic commems. Yep, silver. I don't believe there was any gold in there. But I think we ended up buying 170 pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, in one shot.
Now, what percentage of that collection was that?
Well, turns out.
Is that all of it?
No. Unbeknownst to us, that was 1/3 of the collection.
Wow.
And this week, another third of that collection came in the office.
And I have a feeling next week, the last third of that collection is going to come in.
I don't know, but we bought about, I think it was 155 different slab commems. There was a Hawaiian half in 65.
Jeez.
There was a Spanish trail, I believe, in 64.
Now, give us ballpark figures of what these are worth. I mean, just ballpark.
The Hawaii is probably 3,500. The Spanish Trail in 64. I don't have my sheets in front of me, but I got the handy dandy telephone here.
I mean, these are not lightweight coins.
These are like thousands of dollars each. Those particular coins.
And this was something that was painstakingly put together.
Right, and the deal was that this guy's father put these coins together and then split it between his 3 kids. And
did he have them slabbed?
Yeah, every one of them certified.
Okay.
No,
I'm talking about did Dad have them slabbed before he gave them?
He slabbed some. He bought some certified. And a lot of these coins are in older generation holders, which is kind of cool. These have been stored away for about the last 15 years. There's a lot of PCGS green labels. There's some fatty NGC holders. But it was a really neat deal, and I figured it would be fun to talk about simply for the reason that, I have been playing around, Mike, as you know, and I think tomorrow I'm going to make a video and post it up to our Facebook groups and actually on YouTube too of some of these coins just for the heck of it. I'm going to, whip some out. And...
I have long complained that the coolest thing never gets enough actual, airspace that we don't post enough stuff. So yeah, I'm all on board with that. I think that's great.
Yep. I've been thinking about ways to kind of, roll this into what we've been doing lately with some of the new things. And I think I'm going to make a video tomorrow, pull out some of these coins and actually, hold them in front of the camera and talk about them, and we can look at them together, and it'll be fun.
Now, what is going to be the disposition of these? Because I know you're going to part them out, right? You're just going to sell them as individual coins.
Yeah.
That's the only way they're really worth a lot of money. So,
that market unfortunately kind of stinks from where it was 5 or 6 years ago. They've definitely gotten cheaper. This third cost us quite a bit less than the last third did, simply due to the market. So,
sure. Well, okay. So, as far as the rarity of what was in it, is it been fairly well distributed, or is it? Because I think it's the third that went to each of the kids, right? So it should be relatively homogeneous as far as their value.
Yeah, I think so. I think value-wise, yes. Mixture-wise, this guy for some reason loved him some San Diego halves.
Okay.
Last time we bought 68 of them.
Wow.
And I think this time we have 70 in this group. For anywhere
What do you
from...
do with 130, 140?
Oh, the other ones are gone. The old ones are gone. But yeah, he must have had 200 or more because there's still another third that we haven't seen yet.
But how do you get... First off, where is the logic in that? No, I get it. He loved the coin, right? He kept it until the day he died. So
I don't know.
obviously,
I never met the guy. So.
Well, no, I'm saying, though, his heirs have the coin. So ergo, he kept them until the day he died.
Right.
So obviously it was something that he liked. And that is the best reason to collect anything, right?
Right.
But I'm just saying from a value standpoint, you're kind of killing your own market by collecting too many of them because they're all going to come out of the market at the same time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to figure out how the heck we're going to move that many of them. Probably in little lots to dealers, I think is the way to go. But the other cool thing is there was one piece of gold in here, which is my favorite commem of all time, and that was the 2.5 pan pack.
Ooh, okay.
You ever seen one of those?
I have. I don't remember.
Liberty.
What they look like.
Riding a hippocamp.
A what?
A hippocamp. It's like a half mermaid, half horse.
Okay.
Check it out. Yeah, it's under the.
Oh, I do
section.
see it. I do see it. Yeah. So Pan Pack, 1915 S, $2.5 gold. They made 6,749 of them.
Mm-hmm. And this one was in PCGS 62, I believe, was the grade.
Wow.
But yeah, just a super cool coin. That's my favorite.
It is a really cool coin. It is very different from the other Pan Pack designs.
Mm-hmm. That's the other reason I like it. So
yeah.
But yeah, so it wasn't just one thing. It was a group of things that walked in this episode. But again, like I said, I'm going to make a video of them. It'll go up.
Now, hold on a second. I need to ask you a question.
Oh.
This $2.5 Pan Pack looks like it has the same lowered or sunken relief that the $2.5 Indian has.
No, it's just the coins have very, very crappy relief in general.
Okay, it's just a bad picture in the red book. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
The coins are pretty flat. But right. I'm gonna make this video. It's going to go up on our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/thecoinshow, I believe. And you'll be able to find some of the videos I've been putting out lately, and also this video that I'm going to do tomorrow, and it'll be up.
And eventually, this episode right here.
Yep, that's right.
Right. So that was the coolest thing that walked into your shop?
That was it.
Oh no. Don't lock up. Oh, there you are.
Oh,
so that was the coolest thing to walk into your shop?
Yes, sir. That was it.
Whew. I thought I lost you for a second there. And we went all the way through this just to get to this point.
Yeah.
Talk about blooper reels. So we would like to thank all the people that help us contribute to the show, that inspire us. I haven't done this one in a long time. The people that donate to us on Patreon, the people that add content to our Facebook pages and our groups, and most of all, well, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Ernesto, for all the stuff you do on Facebook. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're muted.
I was taking a drink and was sparing the listeners the slurpage. So thank you, Mike. We appreciate you too.
You're welcome. But thank you most of all to you, the listener, without whom this entire endeavor would be completely pointless. So we'd like to thank Tony and the Tony Alvarez Band for letting us, have his fantastic music. And this is going to be the only show that we put together for the month of August. August is traditionally a really slow month. It's like life kind of got in the way of us anyway this month. So we'll be back next month in September with 2 new shows. And that's kind of our course for the next year or so. In the summer, things get a little bit slow, though. So it's kind of tradition that we take time off. This year, I don't think we're going to have a month that we take any time off. So it's like you don't have to worry about that. We're going to put out plenty of content this year.
And you and I are getting together next week in person. So we might
put out
some content that way. I don't know.
Yeah, we might have to do some content with that.
We're going to have a while to do it. So
we are going to have fun. So for The Coin Show, I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And we'll talk to you next time on The Coin Show.